Q&A 2016. We have a few things that we have to conclude with before we can do the important thing and go down to the Albert Hub. So, the first thing is, during the two guest keynotes from both Bruce and Martin, there were lots of references to the Mankini. Some of us have seen this before. Those of us who have seen it before will never forget it. But I thought it would be unfair for the day to end without sharing it. I should point out Bruce has already left; he's had to go, so I'm sharing it. But I'm sharing it with his permission.
You can't unsee this.
Bruce did ask me, which one are you showing? I didn't realise there were two, but there is a Christmas edition as well with, it's a red Mankini with tinsel. So, some things that are coming very soon in Joomla, not code stuff, other stuff. So the first one is, you may have noticed in your bag, a flyer for the Get Joomla Certified program. This is going to be starting in just a few weeks. The idea is it's a certification that you can do to be a certified Joomla 3.4 website administrator. It's an exam, you get nice certificates, and the website is already online right now. It's certificates.joomla.org, and there's also right now they're deciding on what will be the logo, the badge that you get. To determine, to show off that you are certified, and so you can go there and actually vote for the logo. Joomla has had a shop for a long time, selling t-shirts and mugs and things. They weren't particularly great. There were those print-on-demand screen transfer things, not very exciting. In 2 weeks, Mike's telling me 3 weeks, I'm telling him 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, the new shop will launch with a much bigger range of items, t-shirts, hats, mugs, various other things that I've probably forgotten about now, but they're all really cool, high quality, and good fun to have, and also they help support the project. No Mankini. I tell you what, Radek, if you want to design one, I will pledge £100 if you get the Mankini. Oh, Bruce did ask me to tell you that it was a very cold day when he had the photo. So, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for helping us organise Joomla Day. Without the sponsors, we really can't do this sort of event. They make a massive difference to us. I'd specifically like to thank Microsoft for providing us the venue and all the catering, because that made a significant difference to us to being able to offer this event or not. Olga only started working at Microsoft 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks? 5. 5 weeks ago. Her first job has been to organise this with Rowan. A baptism of fire, I think, would be the best way to describe it. And we've got a small gift just to say thank you very much for all your help and support. Microsoft also had a prize draw. Today there was a form at the front that you had to, is it a quiz type thing to fill out? If you didn't, it's too late, because we're now going to draw the thing to find out who the winners of these pretty cool keyboards are.
Yeah, okay, so I've only got 2 sets of hands. Right, let's do this. Oh yeah, I've got, yeah, you can't see the other one. The first one, Dr. Vasilki Buki. I'm sorry for pronunciation. Mr. David Kerridge. This is good, isn't it? I think you have that as well. Mr. Richard Daniels. Mr. Bill McQueen of McQueen's. How about we do the double? Whoa. Yeah. Check that out. Thank you very much for coming, everyone.
So there was a second prize drawing as well. SiteGround had their airplane folding game. And with a drum roll, please. And the prize for this was some pretty cool SiteGround swag. I've had one of these backpacks for quite a while now. It's normally permanently attached to me. And I believe there's some other bits and pieces as well. So let's... Oh, I'm drawing. Is that the right one? Is that what I put the sticky tape on? Okay. Olivier Norbert. Thank you. So moving on, obviously this event really is no event at all without the speakers. Both Rowan and I would like to thank all of the speakers for giving their time, for agreeing to speak at realistically very short notice, especially those who had to fly in from overseas. As you know, we've got speakers here who have flown in from Greece, from the Netherlands, from Belgium, from the USA via Greece. Maybe a journey never to be repeated. So I'd like to invite all the speakers to come up, and Rowan's got a small gift for you all.
Your faces were brilliant. You've got one.
Oh yeah, the speakers from France. I forgot that the two people from France. Everybody got it? If everyone wants to smile at the camera, I know it's you're drunk a lot, but once again, thank you very much to all of our speakers. George, always George's fault.
See the left during the picture. If you go into your arms. Oh, I've got to turn it on. Brilliant. Gorgeous. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Right now, there are already, this might be out of date, because I took this about an hour ago. Is it out of date?
Yeah.
What's the number now?
How many do we have
Yeah,
in total?
online.
16. I think
Okay.
we have 17 sessions and 16 are online.
Okay, so 16 of the sessions have already been recorded and are already online. As soon as this session finishes, I will put the link to the YouTube group right on the homepage of the Jubilee website so that you can find it quickly. And then when I actually had some sleep, I'll try and update the website and make it easy to find all the videos as well. Okay. So, I'd like to give a special thanks to David, who flew in from Germany with all the equipment, doing the videos. And also to thank Simon and Jonathan, who have been very nicely sat. We're taught by David this morning how to press the right button at the right time, and clearly they have done because the videos are online. Jonathan's already left, but thank you very much, Simon. Also just a thank you and a reminder that straight after here, if you walk out the door, turn left, stumble 500 yards, and you hit the Albert pub. You can't miss it. It's the red brick one that looks like a proper pub. Not the All Bar One wine bar that you walk past first, but the proper pub. And if you go there, upstairs, we have a private room, and there are 2 vouchers for drinks inside your folders. We've also got some snacks and things as well. And all of that is thanks to the sponsorship of Rockin. So thank you very much again to Rockin. Anybody's wondering, the vouchers cover beer and wine and cider and spirits and soft drinks as well, so we've not forgotten about anybody. This event couldn't have happened without Rowan. She's had to put up with me emailing her and Facebook chatting her, telling her what to do, telling her what she's done is rubbish, and telling her to do it all again. Everything that's happened at this event has happened in, I think, 79, see, she's correcting me again. In 79 days, those speakers and other sponsors who are here who have organised the Jumbo Day event themselves will know that that's pretty much a record time. By possibly the smallest Jumbo Day organising team ever. Couldn't have been done without you, Rowan. Thank you very much indeed. And I have a small gift for you. It looks like you've outdone me with the gift size. Or is that just an empty box? So I made a mistake there. I should have got the enormous box. The Fridge Squeezer should have been what I bought you. But I thought, thank you very much indeed. I thought it was appropriate to quote somebody from Apple on this. One more thing. There are Jumbo Days all over the world, and over the last 10 years there have been Jumbo Days in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 countries in Africa. Those Jumbo Days are no different to this one, speakers, community members, but they have one problem. The biggest problem that they have is that they're not attractive to the people who have sponsored this event. They don't see the commercial and the reasoning for it, it's not going to be supportive for them. We were really lucky here that we got a lot of sponsors. In fact, we got so many sponsors that what we'd like to do is, Martine is on the OSM finance team. Martine, if you could come up. Out of our sponsorship money, we are going to give you a cheque for £2,000 to be given to help support Jumbo Days in Africa. So thank you very much. Okay, so you can take that back. I'm not sure if the Dutch bank will accept it.
But it will go in on Monday.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, £2,000. Another one more thing. Okay. We also decided that we should not just support Joomla with some of our excess money, but Rowan showed me this amazing charity called Clowns Without Borders, and we have another cheque for them. And I'd like to invite Sam come up, and hopefully you can explain a little bit about what Clowns Without Borders are, and then we can. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit nerve-wracking. If you were children, this would be fine. So Clowns Without Borders is an international humanitarian charity that I set up in 2013, and it's about providing psychosocial first aid for kids. So that's the official kind of sentence. But people often say, Sam, how is it appropriate that clowns are in conflict zones and refugee camps? Like, that seems really inappropriate. And the thing is that in a disaster, the first people to lose their rights are often children, and that's the right to be a child, because they have to queue up or be here or be there. The school's finished. It's a crisis. And so what we do is send performers, professional performers, into crisis areas, disaster areas, to share performances and workshops with children. And the clown is a really visible sign that playfulness, silliness is allowed. It's a visible permission. And I'll just tell you a bit about, I was in after Typhoon Haiyan, a big NGO phoned us up and said, could you bring a performance out here? So we did. And we went to one village, and the kids were a bit shy, and they were like, oh God, what are you white people doing? And then they sort of, by the end, they're like dancing and playing on stage, and we noticed that the parents at the back were crying. And we were like, okay, that hasn't worked out as we thought. And so we carried on, and then at the end, we were working through a translator, because we don't talk, it's all physical, but a translator was saying, the parents want to speak to you. And I was thinking, oh no, this is going to be horrific. And they said, thank you, this is the first time that we've seen our children be able to play and laugh in this way since the typhoon. And then we went on and did a workshop for a week with a group of small, youngish children, sort of 12 up to 15. And Anna May, who is, she was in the disaster, lost everything, their family homes, living in a kitchen with 8 other family members. And she said, speaks perfect English, she said, thank you, Sam. I thought, I had to get it right, she said, I thought it'd be a really long time before I laughed again, but I have, and now I feel like I'm back. And that's what we do. Resilience can't happen without hopefulness, and laughter is a way of providing hope, and that's what we do. 2 minutes. So Joey went to Calais, brought in the New Year's, working with refugees there. She's an amazing clown and performer. Would you like to say anything?
Oh, I feel a bit shy myself. Unless I'm in a field, I feel a bit shy. What can I say? Yes, we went to Calais and Dunkirk, and it all happened very quickly. I was chatting with Sam. She said, can you go out there? I said, fine, what do I do? She said, can you get a bus to Calais? Somebody will pick you up. Fine. So it's all about saying yes. So off I went, got picked up by some strange man, I didn't mind. And then we'd had a day playing with some other clowns, all in French, and I don't speak French. But of course for a clown that was a gift, because I kept making lots of mistakes and I had no idea what was going on. So that was great, and we all put silly costumes on. And then the next day, it's sort of a baptism by fire. You're sent out in a van, and then you meet people. And of course, the great thing about wearing the clown nose as well is it's, in terms of without borders, it immediately, the borders drop and people immediately come towards you because they know it's a sort of sign of fun and playfulness and being in the moment, really. So, and we were working not just with children actually, some of the cats were all men, some of them were families, sometimes just women with their children. So we had to make work that would be adaptable for all those different audiences. And I feel guilty to think that I went along and had almost a better time than they did. I had a fantastic time. And I guess what you find when you're working with young people, even in a difficult situation like that, with you reaching out to them, their immediate doesn't take them long to get back to their playfulness, and then they're like any other child that I've worked with, really. So I guess that's as much as I can say, but it was just a wonderful I had a wonderful experience, and I think we managed to make connections with many, many people, and just to let them know that we were there, and we saw them, and we heard them, and we were supporting them in their struggle and their difficult times through laughter. Yeah.
Can I tell you one more thing? We have a WordPress site. That was one of the first things Rowan said to me, and it's a bit rubbish because we're clowns, and that's not our skill set. So if anybody's out there who feels like that they want to help change the world through children and laughter and clowning and would like to help us technically in terms of that, then you can either meet me in the pub or go on to our website and you can contact me that way. Okay, that's all. Brilliant.
Okay. Oh, one more thing. No, throughout the UK, there are 10 Joomla user groups, all the way from Aberdeen right in the north to, my geography is terrible, where is the furthest south from now? Sussex, thank you. Even alphabetically it works. Yeah. All the way from A to S. So there are Joomla user groups all over the country. A lot of them meet every month, some of them meet less frequently than that. There are contact details for all the user groups on the joomla.org website under the community section, so you can see that. I know because a lot of people in here are from the London area, so if anybody from the Jug London wants to stand up, in the pub, go see him. He'll tell you all about the user group in London, where it meets, and everything else. And
Ruth here.
yeah, and from Ruth here from Suffolk. Is there anyone here from any other user groups?
In the UK.
In the UK. Newcastle. If there's anyone from the Newcastle area, see Dave as well. So, but otherwise, use the website to contact people and find out. North East is Newcastle. Now, I mentioned earlier about the Joomla certification program. Those certificates will cost you money to take. I think, if the memory is right, it's £45. But they have to be done at a certified centre that's got computer equipment, and it has to have someone to moderate it, or as the Americans say, proctor the exam. That's going to cost money. So we've also, out of our sponsorship, put aside another £2,000 that can be divided up amongst the user groups to go towards paying for any room hire that you might need to take the exam, any expenses that might be incurred for someone to moderate and proctor it. Rowan will be contacting all the user groups in the UK sometime when she's had some sleep, giving them all the details on that. Giving you £2,000. One more thing. We've also got a reserve fund for Joomla Day 17, which will take place in February 2017. Rowan's nodding. Yeah, but not on Valentine's evening weekend. But we've kept some money back as well, so that we have a reserve fund to pay for deposits and things like that, so it doesn't have to come out of anybody's pockets in advance. So I think within just 79 days, we've achieved, everybody has achieved an amazing thing. We've got a Jumma Day with 167 people. The youngest is 11 days old. I'm not sure who the oldest is, but we won't say that. But we have people here from all ages. We've had a wide variety of programs. We've had international guests. We've been able to raise some money. We've been able to give back. Personally, I had some personal aims. I'm sure Rowan had some personal aims and targets for the event. I know all the ones I set, we smashed through and smashed through and smashed through. I know Microsoft know that we smashed through our target numbers for attending the event. And can we get some more chairs, please? So I think it's been a pretty amazing day. It's been a very enjoyable at times, traumatic at times, but I think worth doing to organise the event. And now, the most important thing, time to go to the pub.